Hey everyone, it's Nightlight9, and this is a public service announcement. So, today I was playing the Critical Threat Sephiroth Crash co-op, and I wasn't actually trying to clear the Crash battle, if you can see here. I haven't actually cleared it yet. I was just, running my multiplayer co-ops for these gold tickets. And one of the things that I noticed is that almost nobody was set up to properly run this, and although it doesn't need to be like ideal to run it, you could just get in there, I guess, and auto. It could go so much faster if people at least brought like the correct setup. And so that's what I want to go over here, is just kind of briefly go through what I think, a correct setup-ish is for this fight. And so if we come in here, one of the things that, actually the only thing that is important, is that his very first sigil break phase, he's weak to water. So bringing water is the best thing that you could possibly bring. These are all the different weapons that I have that can do water damage. There's only two that would really be viable because I only have two leveled up, but we have Clouds with Maritime Sword, 480% water damage, physical, good. Also, we have Lucia with Serpent Eater, 500% physical water damage. Now, if you don't have any of these, you could just bring Water Materia, Water Blow, Watera, whatever it is that you're set up for. All I'm saying is the fight would go way better and much quicker if people just brought water. This is my water version of Cloud. It's nothing impressive. In fact, even with sub-weapons, there's no extra water potency other than what I've got on Maritime Sword here, 21 points. So if we look at his abilities, that's good for level 3 water potency, and that's about that. It's not impressive, but watch when you get a team that's even kind of set up. One of the guys wasn't really set up for this, but one of them was at least paying somewhat of attention. So this was the team that I was paired up with in a random co-op lobby. And if you look to the player on my right, Jiffy, not trying to call anybody out here, but he's got a fine setup. It looks like a bunch of stat sticks. Torn Wing is his main weapon. Okay, but no water. He's got a wind weapon, but absolutely no way to do water damage. Now, look to Finis on my left, and you can see here, he's got the lamppost for physical, to boost physical attack. He's got his water materia. Very nice. And watch how easy this battle goes. All right, so we're starting the fight, and yes, I know that a lot of people like to run auto, and I'm running it on manual. You don't have to run it on manual. Yes, it's the most efficient way to do it, to preserve your ATB, etc., but you could still do it on auto. Just have the water so that it goes a little bit faster. Here, I'm waiting till he buffs me with the max attack buff, which he had been doing. We had run this a few times. I get my free energy in because I know that we need to do a certain threshold of damage to get him to start the first sigil break. Here, I'm trying to time it, and I start it probably a little late. I could have started it like a second earlier, but look at this damage that I'm coming in with. Like 30,000 damage a shot, and I can tell you, even without that high potency attack buff, I'm doing like 24,000 a shot. Look at this. First sigil break phase, and he's basically dead. In fact, he will die before the end of this phase. And I don't know how much that took. Probably more just to do the animations and everything. But I am going to show you how long it took, because this is a real time saver. 51 seconds total battle time. You really can't beat that. Why do I bring this up? Well, because I feel like a lot of people are probably grinding this stage 5 in order to get all their tickets, the gold, the silver, the bronze, probably especially the gold and the silver, because they want to exchange it and get these weapons. And, it's not a huge deal, but when you're grinding this event, I don't know, dozens of times at a minimum, maybe as much as like 40 or 50 times, those extra 30 seconds of battle really do start to add up. And it just doesn't really hurt to set up one time to make things just a little bit faster and more efficient. Well, that's been my public service announcement. Thanks for listening. Enjoy the grind for your feather scatters.